Hey everybody, welcome to week 16 of class. We are in the final home stretch, if you will. This is in fact going to be our last week of lecture and discussion boards, and we are going to continue to be looking at the post-war period known as Reconstruction. Now last week, hopefully you had a nice restful Thanksgiving, but last week I offered you a potential opportunity to obtain a little bit of extra credit. Now at that time that opportunity has passed, so that's not still available here during week 16, but if you took me up on that opportunity, then you've already been sort of introduced to this topic of Reconstruction as you watched the film called Aftershock. But this week we're going to get into some of the nuts and bolts of what Reconstruction was, and we're going to be looking at the various phases of the Reconstruction period, and there were three phases known as the wartime phase of Reconstruction, and that began in 1863 under Abraham Lincoln. Then you had presidential Reconstruction under Andrew Johnson, who became president following Lincoln's assassination. That lasted for a little less than a year. And then you had radical Reconstruction, or radical Republican Reconstruction, or what some folks call Congressional Reconstruction. And this is really when you had radical Republicans in Congress who took over. And as you will see, there was a lot of bitter arguing between the president and the radical Republicans. But lots to cover this week. We're going to talk about some of the successes of the Reconstruction period, and by that I mean some of the key pieces of legislation, specifically the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments, but also looking at some of the inherent failures of Reconstruction, which ends in 1877. So lots of different things to assess this week. Next week, during week 17, you have your second PowerPoint assignment due. So hopefully you've already been thinking about which two topics you would like to do for that assignment. And then the week after that, you'll have your final exam. So just be working on those last things as we get into the home stretch, as Christmas begins to approach and things begin to wind down and heat up all at the same time, interestingly. So that's where we're at, and as always, if you have questions or concerns, contact me and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, as always, go in peace, be warm and filled, may the force be with you, live long and prosper, and may the odds forever be in your favor. Have a great week, guys.